This is a video taken for the safety precautions to be handled during the pulse gun system. The pulse gun consists of the front end, which has got very high voltage of the order of 40 kV. Care should be taken that without discharging the pulse gun, in no condition one should touch any live parts. This discharge stick is supplied herewith, which has to be discharged at different levels. The discharge has to be done here, then it has to be done here, then it has to be discharged at the capacitor front. The most important point is the capacitor area. After the discharge is done over here, one can see that the entire capacitor is shorted over here, and hence it is very imperative for us to discharge it over here. Coming to the explanation of the parts. This is the open end high voltage. This is also an open end parallel link for the high voltage. These are all the complete high voltage areas. A minimum distance of 1 meter or 1000 millimeters should be kept between when this performing test between any operator and these parts. This is the high voltage transformer. It is pretty safe. This is the high voltage trigger generator. As such, has no safety regulation. These are the controls. All of them are at low voltage. The most dangerous part in the system is the high voltage resistors. These are all the high voltage. The one where I am showing, this is the high voltage link. The capacitor is charged over here. This is high voltage and ground, and is discharged through this power gap into a parallel plate transmission line. This parallel plate transmission line will give the energy to the reflector. This is the high voltage insulator, which will in turn give the energy over here, and this energy will discharge from here into the ground. The ground profile is a return conductor into the entire ground system. The entire reflector is at ground potential. Please note, in most of the systems, since these are not grounded systems, the energy circulates within this cavity, and that is how it can generate freewheeling currents, which are important in generation of EMP also. The entire system consists of a high voltage power supply. This is the power supply, and this is the high voltage end of the power supply. At this end, 60 kV is generated. At the maximum, typically 40 kV. We hope we have explained the safety precautions. No wet hands to be used, no soapy solutions, no thinner, none of the inflammable materials. When you come in the front of the system, ensure that from here at least beyond of 3 meters, no inflammable item is kept. With this, we feel we have explained the entire pulse gun system and its safety measures. Also note, it has got its own control. This control has got its own individual controlling system, which essentially contains a variac, and with the variac one can also vary the voltages. This is designed for 230 volts, 50 Hz single phase. Thank you.